Today I'm going to be reviewing the ESV Enduring Word Bible. This one's been out for a few years, and I have several coloring Bibles, like most of the Inspire line from Tyndale, and I have one, I think it's My Creative Bible, KJV. I've had that one several years. So I was interested to take a look at this because I hadn't seen any of those coloring Bibles in the ESV translation. So that's why I decided to pick this up. Picked it up on Amazon. It was around like $35, I think. So this is the Enduring Word Bible for creative journaling. Just some of the features it has: 350 line art illustrations to color, 10 full-page line art illustration to color, so the full page is covered there. Lightly ruled 2-inch wide margins. It has a ribbon. 9.55 text font size, and then it's the ESV translation. And this is from Concordia Publishing House. Like I said, it's been out for a little while. All right, so I picked this up. I really like the color of the cover. The cover itself is okay. It's not great quality. You can see, Amazon did a number on this when they sent it to me that has like a mark here, and then there's like a, if I can get it in the camera, sorry. There's like a chip here in the bottom. In the cover, it's kind of peeling away. I didn't spend much on this. Like I said, it was like $30 or so. So I decided to just keep it because I'm just using it as a Bible to like color in. It's not like going to be, one that I'm carrying to church or work or anything like that. So I just decided I was going to leave it as is. But the cover is a nice color. It's nice and smooth. It's quality, however, it's not great. It's okay for a Bible you're going to keep at home and journal in, I'll say that. I would suggest maybe getting a cover to put on it or keep it in. I think that would probably preserve it much longer. So then we have Enduring Word Bible on here. I like that little design on the front cover. We also have it on the spine, the Enduring Word Bible ESV. I like the page gilding. That's really pretty. And then you can see I only colored one page in here. I'm not quite done with it yet. I decided I wanted to review it before I colored too much in it so you could see what it looked like. And then I'll come back once I've colored more in it and do another review so you can see what that looks like. Now this page here is more of a cardstock page, so my gel pens aren't bleeding through much. But when you get to the actual pages in the Bible, I'm assuming I'm probably going to have to use colored pencil or I'm going to get a lot of show through. So I started out here using gel pens. I prefer using gel pens. I don't know. I may do that sometimes, but these pages don't feel, they're not super thin, but you also just have to be really careful of what you use. So I'll do a tester page and kind of see what is going to work out in here, but I'm assuming probably colored pencils would be best for the Bible pages. Okay, so we have a table of contents, books of the Bible in alphabetical order, and an introduction to the Enduring Word Bible. We have a preface, right, and then we're going to get into the Old Testament with a nice page to color here. Now once you get this far, like I said, you are not on the cardstock pages anymore. Now we just have the paper pages. The paper doesn't feel bad, honestly. It might be okay. It might hold up to some other like gel pens and things depending on the color and how hard you press and everything. But I will come back, and once I experiment a little bit with different highlighters and things, I will come back and say what worked best for me. So we're gonna have a single column layout, 9.55 size font. So it's a nice size font. That is one thing that I did like a little bit better than the Inspire Bibles that I have from Tyndale. Those are really nice, don't get me wrong. I have a bunch of those. I really like coloring in those. Love the NLT translation. Not knocking that at all. The font size is a little larger in this one. I think it's like 8.65, if I'm not mistaken, in most of the Inspire Bibles, and this is 9.55. So you bump it up a one size font. There are large prints available in Inspire as well. But just if you're looking at the general size Bible, that's what you're going to get. So you're going to get this line art in the margins here. And then there's going to be times also where you get a full page image to color. Chapter numbers and headings are bolded. And then when you don't have a page to color, or picture to color, you have the lined margins. And they're pretty lightly lined, so you could still do artwork over top of that and it wouldn't bother you much. But, excuse me, if you wanted to take notes in here as well, there is room and pages to take notes. So I do like having that margin space. Like I said, font size is nice. There's room for both coloring and note taking, so you have both of those options. Some of them don't have a lot of, like this one's not a lot of options for coloring. Like obviously there's some letters here you could color in, a little house here, and you can add some of your own art as well. It just depends on the page of how much there is available for you to color. So yeah, this is a great Bible for taking notes, for being creative. If you're like me and don't have a ton of artistic ability, it's kind of nice to have those line art illustrations. So you can add some color and fun to your Bible without having to be super artistic and having tons of artistic talent. Although, like I said, there's plenty of line margins. So if you do enjoy doing that art journaling and have a little more practice and skill with that, then you could definitely do that in the line margins. You could add your own. So there's something for everybody pretty much. You can just make this notes. If you don't want to do the art, you can use different art mediums and do different artwork in your Bible. And then there's also the option of just coloring what's there as well. So let's go ahead and skip back to the New Testament. So I did want to show you, maybe, eventually we'll get there. There's Malachi, we're almost there. There we go. This is red letter. So if you prefer red letter, this would be a good option for you. It's pretty well done. It's pretty dark. It's not difficult to read. So as some red letters can be a little light and inconsistent, this appears to be fairly dark and consistent throughout. So if you like red letter, that's something else different that you're going to get from some other journaling Bibles that are out there. Just trying to page through. I know I'm not saying a lot sometimes. I'm trying to page through so you can see a little bit of what the artwork looks like. Obviously can't go through every page, but at least give you a general idea if you're thinking about purchasing this, kind of what a few of the pages look like at least. There's not going to be much of anything at the end of this Bible. The purpose of this is for journaling and art journaling. So pretty much at the end of the Bible here, this is the last page of Revelation. And then you get a nice cardstock image to color here, which will go nicely with my gel pens again. And then you were at the end of the Bible. So what do I like about this one? I like that it's ESV translation. That's the first that I've seen of a coloring Bible in the ESV translation. It's one of my favorite translations, so I was happy about that. The font size is a little bit larger than some of other journaling Bibles that are available. It's red letter if you enjoy that. Usually I like black letter. It's not a deal breaker for me if it's nice and dark though. But some people really like red letters, so if you're really looking for that, that would be a plus for you in this one as well. Downside, the cover's okay. Like I said, it doesn't feel horrible or anything. The color's nice, but obviously with just a little bumping around there, it got a little messed up. So maybe you could put this in a cover just to preserve it a little longer. I like the gilding on the pages. I thought that was pretty. I like the color scheme here with the blue. And I like having that artwork in there since I'm a little bit artistically challenged. It gives me some opportunity to be creative in my Bible without having to have too much ability there. So again, this is the Enduring Word Bible, and it's available on Amazon. I think Christian Book has it. It's been out for a couple years now. It's from Concordia Publishing, I believe. Yes, Concordia Publishing House. And it's a nice option if you're looking for a Bible to journal and color in the ESV translation, because so far this is the only one that I've seen with illustrations to color in that translation. So check it out if you are artistic or just want to have some time to meditate and color in your Bible. This is the Enduring Word Bible.